Describing OneSpark in just one sentence, I'd probably say that it's a movement focused on fostering an environment where people in Jacksonville, Florida can much more easily build, scale, and grow any of their new ideas.
We're hoping to kind of build out a framework where we can assist people who are looking to either create a business, launch an idea, start a project, take those ideas and concepts and keep them moving continually through the process from conception to completion. It is kind of a movement to get Jacksonville geared up and in line with the rest of the country and what other cities are doing to try and attract and retain talent, but also develop and create innovative ideas and maybe create new industries. One way that we are looking to do that is through a concept of connectors. Connectors are people in the community who have large networks. They are a diverse cross-section of our community. These people are very connected in our community and they help people who are not connected in the community get connected and get to that next step.
If we look at other cities, and they don't have to be Tier 1 cities like San Francisco, New York, Boston, Seattle, any of those places. If we look at Tier 2 cities that are out there, the big differentiator between what they have in a community environment and what we have is really kind of fluid connectivity, where if somebody's got an idea, they know exactly where to go to get a resource, to get a mentor, to get guidance, to get finances, to get fill in the blank with whatever the need may be or that void may be. In Jacksonville, it seems to be that we've got a perception where it's really hard to get connected with the right people. And rather, what we've found is that if you go out and you work on getting those connections, it's fairly easy to do so. But we just want to help kind of increase that awareness surrounding connectivity and then foster some of those relationships as well. Because it is still a place, like most places are, where if you get a personal introduction, it's a lot easier to get something done than it is to just reach out to somebody cold call.
One of the things that we do with OneSpark is to find these unique stories. I mean, they amaze me every time I hear them, that somebody's doing this in Jacksonville and you're just like, wow, that's happening here. It's like more people need to know that there's innovation happening here, there's great inspiration happening, and when you can sell those stories and tell people what you're doing, you're going to inspire them to do the same thing. And I think by doing that, we'll spread out the word and the knowledge of Jacksonville's a great place to create all these things.
There's one thing that San Francisco has that and other major cities have that Jacksonville kind of lacks, is kind of like a safety net. So if you have a problem or if you've stumbled a little bit in your own business, there's usually someone that's there to kind of help you kind of find your way. I think the problem with Jacksonville is that we don't necessarily have that safety net. Any major city is the complete opposite. Failure is actually considered just part of the process. It's actually, it's just another step to success.
If we can help one or two people at the end of the day that get connected in some fashion, whether that be via capital or whether that be via guidance or mentorship or other resources that they may need, and they build a huge company, as one example, we've done a tremendous job, and that's a global impact for us, because now Jacksonville potentially is on the map. Think of Chicago. Chicago recently wasn't firmly on the map from a technology standpoint until they had the likes of Groupon and a Google campus on site and all these different things. So in our day and time, if we can just do one of those things, we're going to transform the dynamic drastically here.
For people who want to find out more about what we're up to, go to beonespark.com. That's our website. Right now we've got some articles up there that are reaching out to those different parts that people don't always hear about. And it's exposing those stories to the masses, to let people know that there are great things happening in this city. And when you find things out like that, you're just a lot more proud of your city and you want to help support it.